What's going on, fellas? South Florida Pete lovers, right here from Brickell. I'm visiting my mother, and I'm learning to play with this pair of double woods. In my book, 2 + 2 = 4, so therefore these are QuattroWood. This I've had this before. I don't know. I'm having issues with this label. I guess it's too bright. This Balvenie Doublewood is their signature. I've had this in the past. It's a comfort dram, if you will. It's like when you're away from home and you're just dying to go back home to your mom's house and have your comfort food. That's what this Balvenie is. This, on the other hand, the Balvenie Doublewood, 17 years old. I've had this in 2 different occasions. The second time I had it, it was just about a month and a half or 2 ago at the Single Malt Extravaganza over in Fort Lauderdale. And to be frank with you, I had tasted so many other scotches that my palate was, needless to say, saturated with some of the island malts. But this, once again, I had to go and outsource this. It's from the UK, so I'm here alone. The kids are down in the pool with grandma and the wife, and they left me here solo. As you can see, my mother still has her Christmas tree back there, so you know, I can't ask for anything else. I am having so far, and will continue to have a blast, because guess what? We're gonna compare these 2 puppies. 5 years older than this. Let's see what you know, what the casks did here. They're both the same. Matured in bourbon barrels, American oak, and then they were transferred for a few months into sherry, which to me, I think that's a steal. I like stuff in sherry cask from the get-go, from the beginning. I wish it was 17-year-olds, you know, mature in sherry cask only, but you know, that's how Balvenie chooses to do it. Even though they do have a 17-year-old called Sherry Wood, I think it's called Sherry Wood. Yeah. But nonetheless, you know, they're great drams from Speyside, owned by the same company as Glenfiddich by Glen Gren, and David Stewart is your master blender here. Yeah, this is a must-have in your bar at all times. You know. Julian, I know how much you like this stuff. I know how much you like this, and honestly, I wish I had both you and my brother together and we can compare these 2, but unfortunately that's not the case. I am flying solo here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and crack this puppy open. Alright, let's get this little one out. Perfect. Alright, let's open up the 17 now. The older brother. Come on, don't give me a hard time. Alright, let's see. Start with a 12. Very honey. Symphony to my ears. I don't want to make a mess. My mother has stuff here that they're older than me, like this wooden table here. Go with that. Older brother. I just had a sniff from Scotland here. This is good. Sweeter. There goes the symphony. A little more of this. There you go. Julian, I know how much you like this stuff. So this dram is definitely for you, buddy. Alright. Let's have fun. Let's move these right here. Sniff them. Yeah. I don't know if you could tell here, but here to my left, which is your right, it's a 17, and this is the 12 here. 17 obviously a little darker. So let's compare those. Spread them apart a little. Honey, sherry, but very light sherry, right in the background. Yeah, a little hint of, I don't know, citrus, but I don't know if it's orange or mandarin. It smells really sweet. These Doublewoods are good. This one smells thicker. Thicker, I guess, for lack of a better term. Yeah. Thicker, more profound. The sherry, it's there. It predominates a little more than the 12. Yes, I picked up the citrus here also. Yes. This is obviously lighter, the 12. So I just had lunch, so let's see. Clean palate. Interesting. The first thing I pick up, instead of the sweetness and the vanilla from the American oak, is the sherry. Despite it's only been on a sherry cask for a few months. Try to place it though. Should have picked up some water. Clean my palate a little bit, but same product, just 5 years difference. Let's see now here. This is, it smells sweeter though. The 17. Mm-hmm. 17 is thicker. The sherry is more pronounced here. They both sit at 43%. Both of them. This I just bought right before coming up here, and I paid $45, about 49 bucks with taxes, and this is 750 ml. 17, however, remember, I got this from the UK, so I don't know what their deal is, but these people have 700 ml, not 750, 7 ml. Sits at 43 as well. I don't see the difference in size on the bottle. Maybe a very slight difference, I don't know. I think they were both at the same level before I opened them, but nonetheless, that's good. Smell almost the same, and you know what? It turned out to be with delivery fee and the exchange of euro to dollar. I thought I had paid $111, but for some reason I was wrong, because when my credit card finally got charged, it was $136. So I think I had mentioned to someone that I paid $111. That's totally incorrect. That wasn't the total amount that I ended up paying. So Julian, I think, yes, I told you 111 because your friend Brad in that video you guys got, you mentioned about $1.50. Then you clarified to me it was about somewhere around the 130ish. So that's how much I ended up paying. Well, the problem is that you can't get it. I can't find it. I've gone to major liquor stores and I can't find the 17. So I had to outsource it. This one, so we rounded out to 50 bucks, 136. So we're looking at about $80 to $90 difference. You ask me which one I stay with? This is what it smells like to me. Have you ever grabbed a condensed milk can, and when you first open it, it's like boom, right there, smack in your face, sugar. And then after you had taken everything out to make your flan or whatever sweets you're trying to make, the can, once it's open, it's not as strong as it was when you first opened it and sniffed it. This is how it is. This is the way I perceive this to be. Empty can, full can, same product, same concept, 5 years older. For the money, you ask me, I think you can get away with this. I mean, to pay $90 extra for this stuff for an extra 5 years, they're not even being matured on a sherry oak. They just dumped her for a few months. To me, that's highway robbery. But then again, I'm not really crazy about Balvenie. I've had my share of Balvenies. You know, the 15 single barrel. This I've had in the past. The 21 Portwood, I've had a few of those. The 17 Madeira. I have yet to get the 17 Peter cast, but I don't think I'm gonna go that route. I don't know. I'm more toward. I like Balvenie better. I haven't tried it yet, but for some reason I'm not gonna try the Peter cast. I'm not gonna elaborate anymore on that. That's just simply my opinion. I know some of you guys like, you know, the peat in some of these Balvenie products, but I don't think I'm gonna spend another $140-something on a 17-year-old Balvenie. I try to get the 21 Glenfiddich, like I said on my last video, and no one has it. For some reason, that stuff is hard to get. Even the websites that I've gone to, where I have acquired all of these 700 mLs from the UK. So just to wrap these up, $50, 136, both 43% alcohol by volume. Great product. I'm a fan. There's other scotches that I like a lot more, but the 12 is something you want to have in your bar in case you don't have a blended scotch, which is typically what people drink. And when some of your friends show up, if you want to introduce them to a single malt, this will be good because it's very, very light. This, it's a little more complex, but I don't know how complex it is, to be honest with you. I really can't tell much of a difference though. So I'm gonna try it again just before I wrap this up and see exactly what else I can pick up, because to me, you know, you could tell it's aged a little longer, but other than that, spicier, it's peppery. You don't get that little kick on the 12, and because of the cask involvement, you will think that this is a little bit mellower than this. Let me rectify this. It's peppery on the tongue, not as it goes down. As it goes down, you don't feel anything at all. You don't feel anything at all on this one either. It's a great scotch, believe me. If I have to rate it, I never rate anything 1 through 10 or 1 through 100. But if I have to rate these Balvenies, they're probably between 80 and 90%. They're really good product. They're really good product, and I really think David Stewart really have something magical going on this Doublewood. So, from Brickle, your South Florida peat-loving friend, thumbs up for these two. Really good scotch. I guess until next time I have a little surprise, something unusual. So don't go far, stick around, and maybe I'll surprise you with this, something that you guys never thought I would come up with. Right, guys, have fun. Hope you enjoy this video as much as I enjoyed comparing both of these two drinks.